Well, behind me it is a truck, but sometimes it's not a truck, depending on who you're talking to. It is. It is a 2023 Honda Ridgeline RTLE. That's the model of this one. We'll do some oil change today on this one. It's called for B1 service. Let's go get it. Let's skip all the talking and go to the working. Let's go inside the car and look on the driver's side here. There's a latch. Pull it to unlock the hood. Now let's go to the front here. And right at the center, you reach your hand in, you will see the lever here. Push to the left to open the hood. And after you open the hood, make sure you have your hood rod on to hold the hood up. And here's your under the hood. And there's your engine. Got the oil dipstick there and the engine oil cap there. And one thing I would recommend is before we do the oil change, check the oil level first. Wipe it off first. Reinstall the oil dipstick. Pull it out again. So this one look like is below the upper level, so it's been short. It's like a quart or so low if it's that level. So you notice the oil level is right there, the lower, just a little bit above the low mark. It should be at the top here for full. This one is a little bit low, like 1 quart low. So now we know the current oil level. We know that it could be the last one did the oil change, didn't fill it up properly. So let's go do the oil change. So what are the parts that we will need? So we'll get the oil filter here. I didn't get the Honda one this time. I got the Ultra Frame Ultra Synthetic. That is the model number. Using the Mobile One Extended Performance Full Synthetic 020 weight. That's what the this engine call for. And the tool you need is a ratchet wrench and a 17 socket. Or you have the box wrench, that's fine too. And I also get the new washer for the drain plug washer. And this one to cut the washer in case it gets stuck on the drain bowl. And don't forget your safety glass. Safety first, right? You don't want to get the oil into your eyes. Also, we do the oil change on the round. We're not gonna lift the car up. So this is the tip. We'll turn the car on and turn this wheel all the way to the right. And we need a drain pan, so I got this one from Walmart. Well, before you use it, take this plug out and open this fan. Well, put a blanket or something that you don't get dirty when you get on the floor. You don't have to. Well, let's get under the car and I'll show you where the drain plug is. So you notice with the arrow there. See this one? Engine oil. And that's your drain plug. That's a 17mm bowl. Well, got our safety glass on. And let's break the 17mm bowl loose. So gives you a good view of that. So I got the socket on. I'm gonna break it loose, lefty loosey. Alright, so I got the drain plug loose. We'll put the slide the drain pan under the drain bowl so we can open it up and let the oil drain. So the oil draining right now, you can see. We'll wait for the oil to drain. Well, while waiting for the oil to drain, we will change out the washer here and get the oil filter ready. Well, that's not hard to remove, so it's come off easily. Take it out, put a new washer on, remove the oil filter. Make sure that the oil seal here is good, no crack or missing. Well, what a bummer. The phone fell on me, the camera fell on me. I lost a big portion of the recording of the oil change, so I got to the point of let the oil drain and it lost the whole video after that. You know, including putting the drain plug back and changing out the oil filter. I'll show you how to do it, you know, by pointing out to you, because I already complete the oil change. Next time I'll do it again with the complete video step by step, but I'll show you. It's fairly easy and easy to follow step by step by pointing out to you. Let me show you. So I have the oil drain and everything, and then I just install the drain plug back on, tighten it down. If you have the torque wrench, or you can tighten it down by feeling when it's tight. Just give it another quarter ton or so when it's tight. And I believe it is 27 or 30 foot-pound. That's a torque spec if you're looking for. So let's move out to the oil filter replacing. If you go to the passenger side and turn the wheel all the way to the right, that's the location of the oil filter. So the technician that did the oil change before did me a big favor, because this seal right here is covered all the way here, and he cut it out. It's open here, make it easier to access to the oil filter. So that's the oil filter. You can do the same way. Use a utility knife, cut a small open here, like couple inches, to get access to the filter easier. Then I'll show you how to remove the oil filter. So this is the oil filter that I already removed and replaced with the ram filter. Before you remove the filter, move your oil drain pan under that. And now let me show you the special tool that I use to reduce the mess when you remove that oil filter. Most of us have a piece of cardboard, right? You can cut it up like this and make it like a channel or the funnel like this. Now when you tuck under the filter like that, so when you remove the filter, the oil channel down to the drain pan instead of go on the subframe of the car. So with that in there, you can turn the filter this way. So you remove it by turning this way, then you can remove the filter out. So it's easier when you do it with two hands. So turn the filter out, the other hand maybe kind of like holding, or when you turn, kind of like give a little bit of pressure on this one to hold it in place, so the oil drain down to that funnel, go to the drain pan. So after you have the oil filter removed by turning this way, you take it out, make sure that the oil seal, the oil gasket on top of the filter come out with it, because if not, it will stay on the housing And when you put the new filter on, oh, make a leak or a huge leak, gonna be a mess to clean up. So make sure this gasket come out with the filter. With the new filter, you want to use some oil and rub it on top of the seal, the new oil seal here, so on the gasket, so that it has some lubricant there. And it is personal reference. Some would pre-fill the oil filter, some don't. I chose to pre-fill the new filter with new oil, a little bit in there, so that when I turn on the engine, it takes less time to fill up the filter. Then when you put it back on, super easy. So put it back on, tighten it this way, and then tighten it by hand only. You don't have to use the oil filter wrench or anything, because that will over tie the filter. Okay, this one, the filter only take I believe is 7 or 8 foot-pound, 8.7 foot-pound. I believe that's what the spec is. Then tie it by hand, and with this help, you have less of the mess to clean up. Very little mess when I do this one with this special tool here. That's it. You remove the drain pan. There it go. So the drain plug tied, the oil filter is tied. Then you can go up here. Okay, this one still be open, no oil cap. You open that, take the oil cap, fill up with oil, and makes your life easier with this funnel that I got from Walmart. It's a long funnel, so it's easier to reach into the oil filler there. The oil cap's still up, you put the funnel in there like that, and then fill up with new oil. So the engine call for 5.7 quart. So the new bottle has 5 quart. So I pre-fill the filter and then just fill the rest into this one. Then we check the oil level and top it up to the right level after that. Then you go start the engine. So you go start the engine, then leave it run for 10-15 seconds to fill up that oil filter and circulate inside the engine. Oh, while we're in here, let's reset the oil light too. See that it's a maintenance past due. There are 2 ways of doing the oil light reset. Let me show you the simple way today. We go to the infotainment screen here, hit home, setting, vehicle, you go down to maintenance, and it won't show you the maintenance item there. Oil filter, so B1 service, oil and filter. Tire rotation, the tire is getting low on my car, so I didn't do the tire rotation. Probably I need new tires already. And then you hit reset. There you go, the oil life is reset. So you can go to maintenance again. Also oil life 100%, and there's no maintenance items there. Let's go turn it off and go check the oil level again. Pull out the dipstick, wipe it off. So the dipstick is clean. Let's insert it. Check the oil level. See, it's very low. It's not even past the low mark yet. So that is 1 quart low. We'll fill it up and check again. So I don't have the measuring tool, but on the bottle it has the measuring right here. So 4 quart. So you follow that. I'm gonna fill up, add another quart, so it should go down to the 4 quart here. We check the oil and see if that get up to the level. So I added 1 quart. It's come down to 4 there. Let's check the oil level again. Let's wipe it off. Now a little bit tricky to do it with one hand and recording with the phone on the other hand. So let's put it on, pull it out. Yep, it's right at the top mark there. So yes, it take almost, well, not almost, it take 6 quart to be exact. Now install everything back on, clean up, and we're good to go. Let's clean up, no oil residue there. Pull out this guy. Remove this bottle. Put the oil cap back on. So this is where you can tell that what type of oil the engine use, if it's original. If it's not, you gotta find out in the manual. All cap tie. Let's get a little bit of the wipe here. I like my engine to be a little bit clean, so I'm gonna wipe it off. I look a little bit better. I can see the Honda logo. That's it. Let's glow the hood and everything looking good. First, lift up the hood, remove this rod. Whoops. Then making sure that you put the hood rod back on where its place is. And there you go. Kind of like a car chiropractic, huh? Like, you don't just slam it down. You put it down and push it in. That's how we know we love our car. Well, good job you all. That's how you do the oil change on 2023 Honda Ridgeline, or pretty much like any Honda V6. It's very similar. That's how you do it. Most of the Honda Ridgeline, Odyssey, what else? Pilot and Passport, they are very similar. So if you get to know this model, you can do the rest of Honda V6. Very similar. All right, thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next video. Thank you for your support and have a wonderful day. Oh, let me know what else you want me to do on this Honda Ridgeline. I have something that I'm working on the back there, doing the DIY bed rail and stuff, but I'll share with you in the next video. So I'm gonna create a series for Honda Ridgeline. So if you have one, we're gonna work together and make something out of this Honda Ridgeline. Have fun, enjoy it, and enjoy the Honda Ridgeline, one of my favorite trucks. All right, peace. See ya.